Hello, it's Dawn Michelle and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited to have a little play with you with the Sassy Dragons Tarot. This is a new deck currently funding on Kickstarter by Peggy Pepez, supervised by Lisa Pepez, and I freaking love that it says that on the boxes, and illustrated by Andrew Rogers and Christopher Penzel from Little Dark Arts. So I could not decide what type of a video I wanted to do. I was like, should I do a walkthrough? But I really want to do a playing with pairs, but I also really want to do a one-shot. And should I do the classic version or the not safe for work version? But like, honestly, I just want to play with all the things. So today we are going to have a little bit of an epic play session. I'm going to do a playing with pairs and a one-shot with each of these decks individually. So I've got 3 decks that I'm going to pair each of these with individually, and we'll do a one-shot reading with each of those groupings as well, and just see how these decks play together. So if you want to see a proper walkthrough of these decks, definitely check out Lisa's channel. She's got a video over there for you. I'll leave a link to that, the Kickstarter page, and all of the important information down below for you. Today, I'm just gonna play. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the classic version of the Sassy Dragons, and this is like the most amazing little deck here. Here's the backs. I mean, I'll just show you a couple of cards really quickly. The really unique thing about this deck is that Peggy has written all of the interpretations to be on the front of the cards, so it makes it very user-friendly. It makes it very beginner-friendly too. However, the messages are so good and they're so clever and cute that even if you are a very seasoned tarot reader, this is still an absolute joy to work with. The illustrations are absolutely charming and I really, really love it. You definitely hear Peggy's voice coming through. Lisa did supervise the tarot interpretations of this deck, so we also have Lisa's knowledge underneath all of that, and it's just amazing. Okay, so like really, this is not proper walkthrough. I do have to show you all though, these decks, the amount of times I have pulled these decks out just to shuffle them, they have the absolute most amazing shuffle. It is the most gorgeous cardstock. The size is just absolutely perfect for my small hands. This is one of those decks that I would get out and just shuffle and pull a card whenever I'm like having a moment and I just like, I need a message. Like, there's so many things that I think this deck could be useful for. And I do have a tendency to lean towards the not safe for work version, but I really do love having both versions available to me. Okay, so I'll just give it a little shuffle because, you know, I want to get a nice good mix of cards. Let's talk about what we're going to pair the classic version with. So the first deck that I want to pair the classic version of the Sassy Dragons Tarot with is the Cottage Witch Oracle by Krista Chronicles. I absolutely adore this deck. It is like become one of my most used oracles in my collection. It works so beautifully with absolutely everything. This little parchment paper here, I think it just ties in with the Cottage Witch Oracle so well that they feel like they kind of exist almost in the same world, which is so interesting because they are very different decks aesthetically, but I think they go together really well. The thing I love about the Cottage Witch Oracle is it's very like nurturing and supportive. We have the title of whatever it is and this like very succinct keyword, and I feel like that really ends a lovely kind of cozy energy to the Sassy Dragons, and they are cozy. Like, these are the most adorable dragons. They are super cute, super cozy, and I feel like adding the Cottage Witch to it just takes that coziness up a whole notch. Now, this is a totally different vibe than when we get into the not safe for work version and I pair it with some other decks, but these two together are amazing. So we have Poison Ivy with Discomfort, and the Empress and the Two of Wands. So the Empress says it's time to be your own mommy. Take care of all that is important, including yourself. And over here we have the Two of Wands with Choose Your Own Adventure. Beyond your comfort zone is a world of possibilities to explore. I love this because this is like, take care of yourself, do the important things, but also remember to step out of your comfort zone every once in a while so that you can get those new experiences and embark on those new adventures. I think it's amazing. It's amazing. Move on between the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. I'm gonna read this Queen of Pentacles because I love her. You matter too. Maintain the balance between supporting others and yourself. I love that. I think these actually work really well together. This Death card, super adorable. We have Purify between Death and the Emperor with Snow. Yeah, it just really adds a little coziness. Is like these little sassy dragons are, you know, they're telling you what you need to know, and then the Cozy Witch is just like, it's just like pulling it together with a little hug at the end, and it's just amazing. It has all the feels, and for me, this is a little pairing that, like, when actually, like, I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable, or I'm feeling a little bit like things are just a little tough right now, and I just maybe need a little bit of a hug, I feel like this is the most amazing pairing for that, because I get the really valuable, succinct messages with the sassy dragons that's like, okay, like Chariot, beep beep, awesomeness coming through, you're on the right track, don't stop now. But we also have over here the Page of Pentacles, like, want it, work for it, be methodical and diligent and achieve your goals. I love that. It's so practical. And then you pair that with the Cottage Witch and you just get like this, this little like cozy hug at the end. I'm sorry, like, I really love these two together. It's amazing. I think these two, like the other two decks that I'm going to share with you with the classic version, are also super cute. But like these two together are like my favorite. I think that they just have all the comfy, cozy vibes, but also there is that underlay of like, okay, yeah, but you really do need to like do your work, right? You need to get the things done. You can't just sit in this cozy little moment all the time. You have to actually go out and do the things too. And I just think that that's amazing. Look at this. Cedar with ancestors between the Ten of Pentacles and the Hanged One. Live the dream that you built. Take comfort in the abundance and security of resources. And over here we have the Hanged One. This timeout corner really sucks, but it's not forever. Waiting is hard, even when it's worth it. Like, it just, the messages are so good. Okay, we're just going to do one more. So we've got Moon with cycles and the Tower and the Seven of Swords. So the Tower says, it's not the end, just a plot twist. You can't save the tower, so let it fall and build a better one. I love that. And then we're going to bring in that cycle energy with this Seven of Swords over here. Watch your back, check your assumptions at the door, and question what you see. I love that. Like, I think it's an amazing message. Okay, so the next Oracle deck I'm going to pair it with is the Blooming Lovelies. This is another lovely indie Oracle. And these two together are really fun because we're kind of bringing in a little bit of that creativity and a little bit of that fun and kind of childlike imagination and play through the Blooming Lovelies, which kind of amplifies what's going on in terms of that in the Sassy Dragons anyway. So here we have From Stardust to Stardust, Infinity we trust, between the Six of Wands and Strength. So the Six of Wands says, you did it. We knew you could. Celebrate your wins and enjoy the recognition. You've earned it. So Strength over here we have, I'm a big, strong dragon and all I need is my pet lion. Anything is possible when you believe in yourself. Like, these messages together are really good, really good. Eyes on the road, claws to the wind between the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Really cool. These two together are just a lot of fun. If at first you don't succeed, check your flaps. Oh, this is an extra card. Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, these two I think just have a really great fun energy. It adds a lot of creativity to the reading because like these cards have really interesting messages on them. So this one says, my hot shit brings all the flies to the yard. I mean, that's a great message. And we've got it between the Seven of Pentacles and the Fool. Like, yeah, do the thing, do the work, take the leap, do the weird thing. I love this. This like feels like this should be a message for me in this moment. Like, do the thing that you're not supposed to do because it'll work out in the end. Like, you just gotta trust. You gotta take the leap of faith. One fine day, joy will come between the Four of Cups and the Two of Cups. I mean, I just love it. I think the illustrations work really well together too. They both are very playful. They're very fun. There is a bit of, you know, childlike wonder and curiosity to these two decks, and I think that it's really great how they play off of each other. I definitely feel like the Blooming Lovelies brings out even more of the creative aspects of the Sassy Dragons, and it really amplifies it to this beautiful level. I love this Ace of Wands card. Dry your eyes, baby, between the Ace of Wands and the King of Cups. Oh, I love this one. Strong and a little squishy too. Use your emotional intelligence to navigate life's up and downs. That's fantastic. These are so fun. Your tale deserves to be told. Like, I really enjoy these two together. Okay, we'll just do one more with these because I do have a lot of decks to get through for you today. Oh, look at this one. You once were wild too, between the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. Beautiful. So the last deck we're going to pair with the classic version of the Sassy Dragons is the Earth Alchemy Oracle. This is a mass market oracle deck, and it's such a great one because it has flowers and plants and crystals and like all kinds of good things going on. There's a great keyword, a little bit of a messaging on it, and I think these work together really well. So here we have play between the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Cups, and I love that we can, you know, tie these in. So more fun, jokes, and laughter, please. I mean, how great is that with the Sassy Dragons? I really enjoy these decks together. I feel like the Earth Alchemy actually brings a little bit of, serious is not necessarily the right word, but a little bit of weight to the reading. We definitely looked at like that cozy vibe with the Cottage Witch. Then we kind of went into more of that curiosity and play with the Blooming Lovelies. And now I feel like we're kind of sitting in the more of like, let's actually take it like a little bit more to heart. Let's get a little bit more serious with the reading and the messaging. And there's still a lot of fun. There's still a lot of play in this deck, but I think that kind of it adds a little bit of weight to the reading. And I love how an oracle deck can really shift the energy of the tarot that I'm working with, and really not so much the energy of the tarot, but really, I guess, the energy of the reading overall. So here we have creativity with self-expression and life is your canvas between the Ace of Cups and the 6 of Cups. So the Ace of Cups says, get that good stuff, open your heart to new or deeper connections. And the 6 of Cups says, yesterday was cool, tomorrow will be awesome. Cherish the past, but stay connected to the present. Like the messages, oh, the messages are so good. Look at this one, expansion between the 2 of Swords and the Knight of Cups, and beautiful. I think these actually work really well together. We have the gold apple with rewriting between judgment and the 3 of Pentacles. I mean, that's really fitting, actually. Yeah, I think they're really cool together. I love that it adds, like I said, a little bit of weight to the work. It feels a bit more heart-centered when I pair it with these, where I feel like the other pairings, you know, really sat in a particular sort of energy as being whether cozy or really playful. This one feels a bit more like it's tapping into heart space, as in like it's kind of getting down a little bit deeper beneath the surface of what's going on in terms of whatever you're asking about in terms of the reading or the questions that you have. And I think it just works really well for that. I really enjoy working with them. I've done a little bit of play with all of these decks together, which is how I've kind of come to determine which ones I want to share with you. So I have been playing with them a little bit. I really like these together. These doing kind of just a simple 3 card like this works really well. I feel like I get a really good message out of this, and the messaging on the Sassy Dragons cards are just absolutely amazing. So let's end with this one here with Jade and Pink Lotus with Sink into Silence with Reflection and Tranquility between the 8 of Pentacles with Lather, Rinse, Repeat, Repeat, Repeat. Keep refining your work. Mastery comes from repeated effort. And the 7 of Wands. Keep on keeping on. Persevere in the face of adversity, take the high ground. And we've got that in between this idea of reflection and tranquility. So that's really interesting because these are very like work, do the thing, keep going, don't stop. But in the middle here, we also have kind of like stop, reflect, take a moment, sink into silence. And I feel like these two may feel like they have kind of like competing energies, but I think it reminds us that we still need to be centered and grounded within the busyness of every day, right? That's how we stay connected to who we are. That's how we stay connected to heart space. And I think that's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's move on to the Sassy Dragons Not Safe for Work edition. So beware, not safe for work. There will be bad words, and that's okay. We like bad words around here, so that's totally fine with me. I absolutely love them both, and I feel like there's a time and a place for each of these decks. God, they just shuffle so beautifully. Just so much fun to sit and shuffle these decks. Okay, so this version looks exactly the same. The artwork is the same, but the messaging is definitely different. Okay, so remember we read the strength about like all I need is my big lion. This one says, nothing's a problem when your BFF can rip their face off. Anything is possible when you believe in yourself. It's like, it's amazing. Or it's another one we've read. Oh, we read the Seven of Wands. This one cracks me up. Fuckwits are best ignored. Persevere in the face of adversity and take the high ground. I mean, see, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Do we read the Seven of Pentacles? I feel like we did. Not yet. We have all night. Be patient. The results of your effort will reveal themselves soon. Like, they're so good. They're so good. Okay, let's get on to some pairings with this one. So the first little oracle I'm going to pair this with is the Paper Oracle. This is a beautiful indie deck, indie oracle by the creator of the Ink Witch Tarot. So these two together are really amazing. We get this really very succinct keyword in the center with the imagery, and it makes a really great focal point, and then we can really look to the tarot to like dive deeper into that. So we have the wheel, and we have it between the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. So the High Priestess says, Queen of Denial, bitch, that's you right now. The truth is within you. Listen to your intuition. And over here with the Six of Cups, we have stop reminiscing and start fucking living. Cherish the past, but stay connected to the present. I love this with the wheel energy. Like that whole idea of everything is cyclical, like listen to your intuition, like get off the merry-go-round and do your shit. I think it's great. So here we have the clouds between the lovers and the star. Also, I think the illustration styles are very compatible. I feel like they work really well together. They even have like a similar sort of color palette. And I really like that it adds kind of that almost like functionality to the reading, which sounds really weird, but like these things, the items in the Paper Oracle, so it is a full Lenormand and then it has some extra cards in it, so you can read it like a Lenormand or like an Oracle or some combination thereof, but it really provides, because like Lenormand in a sense is very like direct and to the point, like it is what it is, right? And I love that kind of energy coming through and spilling out into the Sassy Dragons, because like it just is what it is, and I feel like that is the total energy of the Sassy Dragons. Bitch, it just is what it is. So here we have the Coffin between Judgment and the Six of Wands. I mean, I love this. Judgment, getting bigger, badder, and better, bitch. You're being called to evolve. Whether or not you answer is up to you. And then we have the Six of Wands. You really are fucking awesome. Celebrate your wins and enjoy the recognition. You've earned it. Like, oh, I love these together. They are so good. They're so good. They feel very practical and very like, dude, do your shit. Like, stop messing around. You know what you need to do. I absolutely love it. This is my favorite little pairing with these two. I think that they just work amazing together. I think they look amazing together. It's like the Sassy Dragons, Not Safe for Work. Its little pairing is the Paper Oracle for me, and the Safe for Work one, and the classic version is the Cottage Witch all the way. Like these are my favorites that I've kind of like honed into, that I've really been working with the most with these decks. But all of these pairings I think are really, really good. There's a few more that I've got for you with this little Not Safe for Work version that's really fun too. So we have the mice with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles says, cha-ching, baby. When opportunity knocks, remember to open the door. And the Page of Swords says, sometimes it's good to be a nosy bitch. Curiosity allows you to uncover new knowledge. I love that with the mice card. I think that's amazing. And again, you can pull in like Lenormand meanings into this, or you could just think about what, house means to you as an oracle card. And I love the way that it's really open and flexible that way. Like here's the Hanged Man. I think we read that one in the other one. So this one says, stuck in fuckery, hang in there. It's not the end. Waiting is hard even when it's worth it. I think that's great. And then the Four of Swords over here. Your brain needs a fucking break. Rest will help you find peace and clarity. And we've got this with the House in between. I mean, so good. Like, take a break. Go home. Oh, this is interesting. We have the Stork between Temperance and the Devil. Yeah, these ones are so much fun. They're just so much fun. Okay, we're just going to do one more. The Birds between the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Ooh, Birds between Cups cards. So the Ace of Cups, say yes. Yes. Oh God, yes. Open your heart to new or deeper connections. I love that card. And the Nine of Cups says, why yes, you are the shit. Revel in it. Reflect on what makes you truly content and seek more of it. Like, this is absolutely the deck. Like, if you need a confidence boost, this is the deck that will do it for you. So shifting gears, we're going to pair this deck now with the Spread Crafters Quest deck. So this is actually an expansion to the Spread Crafters deck. I've used this deck in many, many ways, but Today we're going to use it as an oracle because it functions really well as an oracle. It also works great for spread positions, creating spreads, creating play. It's phenomenal for all of that. But today we're going to use it as an oracle. So we're going to look at it as if it were an oracle message. So we have XP needed, required skills to build in order to advance the next level. Okay, we have that between the Eight of Swords and fuck them. Again, extra card. Okay, you need the XP, you need to move forward, you need to do the thing, but like fuck them, like do it your own way, right? Gain your XP the way that you want to. This makes me think of like in game when like Lisa and I, because we need to like grind out some levels, we just go randomly kill things because it's good XP. It's not necessarily the thing that you're supposed to be doing, but like it achieves the same goal. Like I think it's great. Okay, so here we have side quest. So miscellaneous tasks, things you can do when you have time, between the Four of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So the Four of Wands says, you built it, time to party in it, look at the progress you've made and celebrate. You've come so far. And the Page of Pentacles says, head down, sleeves up, get shit done, be methodical and diligent to achieve your goals. So like, this is great because it's like you're doing main quest, you're doing great, that's good, you've done the thing. Like let's side quest though, like let's see what else we can create. I think this is really a fun way to work with these decks together. So we have save game here with pause to reflect, time to recalibrate, between the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords. These really add kind of a whole like gameplay element to working with this deck, and I really, really enjoy that. So here we have checkpoint, a good place to restart and regroup, between the Two of Wands and the Knight of Cups. I think aesthetically they work together really well too, because like I love the colors. It really, because we don't necessarily have like illustrated imagery going on the spread crafters. It's just kind of a color, and then there's like this muted background image. Like it works really well as a focal point because we're really keying into like the energy, the idea of the card, and then letting the sassy dragons and the illustrations in it really step forward is what is the art that we're going to dive into. And I think they work really well together. This is such a fun one to play with for creating a lot of play in your readings, to kind of gamifying it a little bit. Here we have map between the Queen of Cups and the Chariot. It's beautiful. Mission log, we never look at those. Your priorities, focus areas, and to-do lists. Between the Eight of Wands and the Tower. This is Lisa and I in game. We never look at our mission log. We're terrible about it. We're just off doing our own thing, creating tower moments over here, just moving forward, never actually looking at what it is that we're supposed to be doing. And then at some point we're always like, wait, what do we need to do? What are we supposed to be doing here? Here we have burned between Ten of Wands and the King of Wands. I mean, so good, so good. Okay, let's just do one more with this one. Ooh, we have poisoned. How are you being affected by toxic behaviors and limiting beliefs? Between the Page of Cups and the Hermit. So the Page of Cups says rose-colored glasses, cute, but don't fucking get played. Approach life with optimism, but don't forget to keep it real. And here we have the Hermit. Leave me the fuck alone. I love this Hermit card. Take time to learn about and reconnect with yourself. This messaging works so well. Like we're going to be in this Page of Cups. We're going to look at what's, where do we have those rose colored glasses on? Where are we being poisoned? I'm like, we're going to step outside of that and be like, man, I'm done with your shit. I'm going to focus on me and what I need, and I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I'm going to step away from it. That is freaking amazing. Okay, and the last oracle deck we are going to pair this with is the Sweet Ass Affirmations 3. I do have all three of these decks. I'd show you the backs, but like there's just more messaging on the back, which is kind of great. These together are really fantastic because this like really also dives into that kind of cheeky, fun, sassy, playful energy. It's a lot of messaging going on with these, so I definitely wouldn't be using more than like probably 3 cards. This is a lot of text, but it works really well together. So here we have, from my heart, through my mind, fingers, and toes, universal creativity flows. As I create, I nourish hungry souls. And then we have that between the Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups. So the Five of Wands says, yes, this is a dick measuring contest. Fucking love it. A healthy competition can reveal hidden strengths and talents. And we have that between the Seven of Cups. There are too many vibrators, not enough batteries. How perfect are these two cards paired together? I'm just saying. Stay grounded and make sure your dreams are attainable. Like, I love that. It's just a great message. It just cracks me up every time I read these together. So this one says, I'm a creative quake. Long live the magic I make between the Magician and the Two of Pentacles. The Magician says, you are the fucking magic, so use it. You already have everything you need to succeed. And the Two of Pentacles says, you can juggle that shit, no problem. Prioritize your responsibilities so you don't drop the ball. These are amazing together. I feel like these are really great. I mean, it is kind of like, this Oracle deck is kind of geared towards creative work, but these together are really great, and I've been playing with them. Like when I'm like creatively like in a funk or blocked, and I'm just like, I need a creative butt kick, these have been really fun for that. It's really been a fun one because it kind of like gets me out of that creative block. It gets me out of that kind of looking at things again from a different perspective, and maybe looking at where can I add a bit more fun and play, like where am I maybe taking things a bit too seriously. This deck is phenomenal for that, and when you pair it with oracles like this that really lean into that too, it really does help you to, I think, step outside of, you know, whatever it is that's going on, because sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, right? And this really gets you out of that so you can see, and also like encourages you to stop taking things so serious. Because like, look at this card. I rip off my armor and feel the feels. I can love this too. And we have that with between death and strength. Death says, out with the old shit, in with the new shit. Endings pave the way for new beginnings. And it's amazing. We already read the strength card, so yeah, these two together are really fun. This is like a really like, I just need a moment of play. I need a little bit of creative inspiration, or maybe I'm in a creative block and I just need to like get out of that. This is so great together. I really enjoy it. It's definitely one that I feel like ties really heavily into like messaging. So we're looking at, even though the art is absolutely phenomenal in the Sassy Dragons, really with this little combo, what I'm tying into is what is the message? Like, what are the words telling me? Like whenever I feel lost in the night, I flip on my disco light and dance through the fuckery between the Nine of Wands and the Moon. I mean, I'm looking at this going, the Nine of Wands says, dare them to play chicken. You know you'll win. Your endurance is being tested, so stay strong. Like, I'm feeling lost. I'm going to stay strong and I'm going to dance through that. And the Moon says, why, you kinky little fuck, explore the unknown. You never know what you'll uncover. And through that dance, through that just going ahead and doing the scary thing, through that, you will find those new worlds, that new thing to explore, that thing you maybe didn't know that you needed or wanted to create or whatever. It's like, it's really good. I love the way they work together. I root my responses in awareness. I embrace the ways that help me feel spectacular. Between the Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups. It says fight hard, but don't be a dick. I mean, like that should just be everybody's motto. Don't be a dick, man. Anyway, I think these are really great together. I really enjoy them. I enjoy all these pairings. I think these are all really great pairings. I've really had a lot of fun playing with them all. And I think that they all really bring out something really wonderful in the Sassy Dragons. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do a couple of little one-shots. Since we have the Not Safe for Work version out, we're just gonna go ahead and do a one-shot with it first, and then we'll circle back around to our classic version and play with some of those. I think what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna use all three of these decks and see how that goes. Four. Well, I meant three oracles, the three oracles. I am gonna take one of these giant sweet ass affirmations. I'm gonna get the whole deck out because I had split it because it's quite large. And we're gonna pull one of these in the center for our main message. Like, what's the thing? What's the thing we need to be focusing on? All right, we got, I am ripe with confidence because I trust my soul. I rip all my excuses, new assholes. That's fucking amazing. It's a perfect card to come up for working with the Sassy Dragons. Absolutely. Okay, so let's use the spread crafters. We're going to use it as both oracle and spread positions in a sense. So I am going to pull how many cards? What are we feeling? What are we feeling? I'm feeling like I'm gonna pull 3. Okay. So we got burned. How are your emotions inflamed right now? Poisoned. Oh, clearly I shuffled really well. This is a hell of a reading. And quest. All right, long-term goals, big plans. All right, like y'all know, shit's gonna air my dirty laundry. It always does. Okay, so I'm feeling like these are the things I need to know that are testing my confidence. Again, so incredibly fitting for what I have going on right now in my life. Love that. Okay, so I'm going to pull a sassy dragon for each of these and use them as spread positions in a sense. So burned, we got the devil with how are your emotions inflamed right now. The devil says it's time to use your safe word. Dealing with your baggage is the only way out. Feeling a little called out here. Feeling a little called out. All right, let's see what we get for poisoned. So how are you being affected by toxic behaviors and limiting belief? I got death. out with the old shit and in with the new shit. Endings pave the way for new beginnings. Alrighty. We're just like, yeah, okay, cool. I'm digging you here. I'm just trying to decide how do I want to do this. How do you want to do this? Does anyone else hear Matt's voice in their head? If you do, we should be friends. I'm just saying. Okay, we're gonna go here and here. So I want to make sure I can see what each of these were relating to. And we're just gonna go off kilter because like this whole fucking reading is gonna be off kilter. Okay. And then quest. What do we get for quest? Long-term goals, big manifestations, big project, epic tasks with gravitas and purpose. And I got the 8 of Wands. Hold onto your tail. Shit's about to get real. Make the most of the momentum that propels you forward. Dude, this reading is so fitting for me. Oh my goodness. So fitting. Yes, call out all my dirty laundry. Fucking love it. Okay, we're swearing in this video because this is a not safe for work deck, and so I'm all in. I'm all in. Swear words are just a creative form of expression. That's my thought on it. Okay. Y'all, this is just so much fun. So much fun. But this is so on point for me, like in what I've got going on right now, like in my professional life. Like this is totally fitting. All right, now I'm gonna pull a paper oracle card on either side to see what we've got here. We've got the clover and the cross. How interesting is that? Okay. Like, I feel like, I'm just going to read these a bit intuitively. I feel like this is basically saying, like, you've got to have a little bit of trust in the universe, in the process, in your own sense of self. Like, this feels like this is what we need coming into this. And then the cross here, this feels like these are the things that, like, if you let them hold you back, they're gonna. And this is a reminder, like, not to let these things over here pull me away from making the progress, from doing the thing that I need to do, from engaging with the quest, or from maybe taking the quest in the first place, because the quest is scary. Doing new things is scary. There's a lot of baggage going on over here. There's a lot of insecurities. There's a lot of limiting beliefs happening over here on this side of the reading. But I've got this clover also reminding me, like, I need to trust in the process. I need to have some confidence in myself. And these are my excuses, and I need to rip them a new asshole. This is the thing I need to be doing. I need to not let all of this get in the way, because I'm kind of reading this as like what crosses you. It is a tarot spread, and I'm kind of thinking about that position in a tarot spread. So, you know, what crosses you, what covers you, what's holding you back, what's keeping you from stepping into this quest energy, from fully embracing this 8 of Wands. Like, that's what I'm kind of feeling like this is, and this lack of this is what's keeping me, this lack of confidence in what it is that I'm creating, this new weird thing that I've got going on. this new quest that I'm undertaking, my lack of confidence in that is what's holding me back. It's what's crossing me right now. So fitting. I love this. This was amazing. It was such a great reading. I'm gonna take a picture of it because like it's totally appropriate. So back to our classic version. Let's do a little one-shot reading and see what this one has to say, because the last one really kicked my ass. I mean, did I need it? Yeah, I totally did. Did it absolutely call me out on my shit and air my dirty laundry? Yes, it absolutely did. And I appreciate it for that, because like it really is something I'm struggling with right now. So like, I think it's great. That's exactly what I needed. I legit took a picture of it. Gonna do some work with that. Okay, so let's try our classic version. And because we used all three in the last one, we're just gonna go ahead and use all three again. I'm gonna start with the Earth Alchemy, because like y'all know, I really like to have a focal point. When I'm doing a one shot, like even though they are just completely like on the fly and there really isn't any thought process or rhyme or reason, it's a completely intuitive in the moment sort of style of reading. I do like to have a focus point. I do like to know, like, even though I don't intentionally set out to do a reading about XYZ, I still need to have something to anchor the reading into, like, what is it talking about or what am I looking at? Because otherwise, I'm just off in la la land, not knowing what to do with any of these cards that are on my table. So I'm going to pull an Earth Alchemy for my focal point, because I always feel like I need one of those. So we got creativity, self-expression, and life is your canvas. Are we seeing a theme? Are we seeing the theme? I think we're seeing a theme. So because we've got these two keywords of self-expression and life is your canvas with this creativity in the middle, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull two Sassy Dragons. We're kind of in alignment with those two ideas. Creativity being the overall sort of focus point or anchor for this reading. So let's pull two Sassy Dragons for self-expression. We got death again. Oh my goodness. Okay, out with the old, in with the awesome. And Ace of Cups. Get that good stuff. Okay, so that's the self-expression portion of the reading. Now let's see what we've got going on over here for life is your canvas. We got the Five of Swords. Sore winners are still losers. You've already lost if you have to compromise who you are to win. Okay, I'm literally getting called out again. Okay, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Your 15 minutes of fame starts now. That's so funny because I'm always telling Kevin, like, my 15 minutes is gonna be up anytime, like anytime. I have real imposter syndrome around all that. And so this is like super funny to me. Okay, so I'm feeling like, yep, I'm definitely getting sort of a repeating message as we had before. This one I feel like really is sinking though more into the idea of like what you're creating is actually a part of who you are and is a part of your self-expression, and you really need to give yourself permission to do that, even though it's scary, even though maybe it doesn't conform, even though this, even though that, right? Like even though all the excuses, what was that last reading talking about? Excuses? Yeah. Even though all the excuses, and this reading is kind of reminding me that, okay, those things are like, they are excuses, and this idea of creativity, like it's a part of who I am, and I need to freaking honor that even when it's a scary thing to do. So now I'm going to pull a Blooming Lovelies for each of these. Sun's out, bums out. Are we going to run out of space? I love playing this game on the table. Sun's out, bums out. That's great. So I've got Sun's out, bums out over here with this Ace of Cups and Death. Beautiful. A little dragon might be in the way. Isn't he cute? He holds my little naughty D20s. All right, let's see what we got over here. We got From Stardust to Stardust, Infinity We Trust. Wasn't the last reading also about trust? Am I gonna like make a thing here? I absolutely am. So I like my readings to like look aesthetic. That's just a thing. It's just a thing I do. I don't really have enough space here for what I want to put in the center. So I'm feeling like this From Stardust to Stardust, Infinity We Trust is all over here with this Five of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Again, looking at having some self-confidence, trusting in what I'm doing, knowing that it is like at the source of me, who I am, and part of how I express myself creatively. And I just need to like keep all that in mind. And I'm gonna pull a hug from the Cottage Witch because I just absolutely love this. I mean, could I have pulled out Unicorn Journeys Tarot? Yeah, absolutely could have. Do they work together very well? Yes, they absolutely do. But like, I wanted Sassy Dragons to kind of have its own moment in the sun because like it's amazing too. Okay, let me pull a hug from the Cottage Witch, and we got Mint with Abundance. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Everything is already inside. That abundance blooms from within. I think that's beautiful. Oh, what a good reading. I love this. I wasn't really sure because I hadn't actually used all of these decks together like this, but I think they actually work really well together. I feel like they have a really great energy to them. I feel like the other reading was much more like kick in the butt, which is great. I often need that. This one feels a little bit more like a little bit softer, a little bit more like, okay, like you know what you need to do. Now like really let's go do it. And I feel like those two energies, even though like it's legit the same art, the messaging just absolutely makes all the difference in the world, and it really ties into those two different energies beautifully. So there you go. That was a little bit of a playing with pairs and a one-shot reading with both the Sassy Dragons Tarot Classic Edition and the NSFW edition. Both of these decks are funding on Kickstarter currently. I will leave links below. Again, if you want to see a proper walkthrough, go check out Lisa's channel, links below for that. I definitely want to thank Peggy for creating this amazing deck for us, the guys at Little Dark Arts for illustrating this amazing deck, Lisa for supervising the whole shebang. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and having a little play today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to sharing with you again soon.